Update on my little squatter situation. So he is officially out, and I should probably send him a thank you note. The reality is that it was not pretty. Not only did he leave owing me $9,000 in back rent, but as a final parting gift, he left me a ton of garbage and even left an abandoned car there. But if he hadn't forced my hand, I would not have seen the real condition of this house. This house needs a lot of work, more than I even imagined. But let's talk about the numbers. I bought this house 4 years ago for $460,000 and I owe $380,000, which the tenant had been paying the mortgage for the last 4 years, up until November that is. But the house sits on almost an acre and a half. Even with all of the repairs that are needed, this house is worth easily $700,000 because in real estate, land is king. My initial thought when all this was going down was, I need to sell it, I need to dump it, I need to get rid of it. But then I slowed down and I said, wait, I have a 3% interest rate. I will never see a 3% interest rate again in my lifetime. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna turn it into an Airbnb. I know that Airbnb works. My primary residence is on Airbnb and it has been doing so well. Like, it has been rented the entire time I've been out of the country. So what do I have to do? I'm gonna be investing $150,000 back into my rental property to rehab it. It needs new siding, windows, it needs new heating and cooling. It's gonna get basically a complete makeover. How am I gonna pay for $150,000 in repairs? Well, I am borrowing that money from the house itself because there is more than enough equity to get it done. I'm using what's called a HELOC, a home equity line of credit. But here is the kicker. While the rehab is happening, I am starting the process of subdividing a piece of the land. If I sell a piece of that land, it will allow me to pay back the $150,000 of rehab much sooner than later. And in the meantime, I've been seeing what's going on Airbnb, and in that area, they're renting from $5,000 to $6,000 a month. That is why I personally prefer the buy and hold method versus the buy and flip. Because between my primary and my rental, which my primary rents for $3,000 a month, and I have a $1,700 mortgage, my goal is clear. Once those two houses are paid off, they'll be cash flowing between $8,000 and $10,000 a month. That is easily over $100,000 a year of income, which that's not just extra money, that's like a fully funded retirement. And that's only with two houses. With that said, there is always a lesson to be learned and there's always a silver lining. And the lesson that I learned is sometimes the people who let you down are the ones that actually push you to the next level. So thank you, my tenant, for making me level up.